Hey everyone, if you've tried the trial version of n8n and you're ready to take things to the next level, whether it's building your own automations or self-hosting workflows, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 easy and beginner-friendly methods to set up and run your own n8n instance. All 3 are easy to get started with. And the third method is the most budget-friendly of all. So let's jump right in. Method 1. Sign up for the starter subscription on the official n8n website. This is the most straightforward way to get started. Just head over to the official n8n.io website and sign up for the starter subscription. Everything is managed for you, no server setup, no installation steps. It's a great choice if you want a hands-off experience and don't mind paying a bit more. Cost €24 if billed monthly and €20 if billed yearly. Pros: it's the easiest to set up and fully managed. Cons: a bit pricey if you're on a budget, and it has a limit of only 5 active workflows. Now let's look at method number 2. Use ls.io manage VPS. ls.io is a platform that lets you deploy apps like n8n on a VPS with just a few clicks. Here's the cool part, you don't need any technical knowledge. Just choose n8n from the marketplace, select a plan, and ls.io handles the rest. Now, let's go over to the ls.io website. Here, you can see it is an open source software deployment service where you can use any open source software and deploy it onto any VPS. It supports over 350 plus softwares, and it provides us an easy way to deploy an open source application. If you see here, you can see the list of all the open source applications which are available to deploy using ls.io. You can see n8n is also available here. So what we are going to do is we are going to deploy n8n using ls.io, which makes it very easy to install and set up n8n on any VPS server. Let's log into the website and create a new project. Let's name the project n8n-demo. Once we create the project, we will need to click on Deploy My First Service. Over here, go to the Application section and search for n8n. Once you have selected n8n, you can keep the default options. Here, it gives the option to deploy n8n on a number of cloud service providers. Let's go with Hetzner, which is the cheapest one, and let's keep the location as default. And the configuration will keep it at the minimum, which is 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM, and 40 GB hard disk. Then we click on Next, and here we have to give the name of the n8n server. So let's give the name n8n-demo. And the admin email, we have to provide our administrator email so that it will send us the link of the service and the username and password to log into the n8n service. You can keep all the configurations as the default. There are 3 levels of support available here, but we'll go with the level 1 support, which is free, and we click on Create Service. So as you can see, it is creating the n8n service. It will be completed in a few minutes. The service is being deployed, and if you refresh the page in couple of minutes, it will show as the service is deployed. Once it's up and running, you can log into the server. While the n8n service is getting installed, let's go through the pros and cons of setting up n8n using ls.io. The pros is that there is no technical setup required. It is very easy to install and it is cheaper than official hosting, which is €24 monthly. But this n8n setup using ls.io is $15 monthly. Also, if you are setting up n8 on a VPS through ls.io, then we don't have any restriction on the number of active workflows. But as we have seen in the official n8 subscription, we have the limit of 5 active workflows. Cons is the higher cost. I mean, compared to the official n8n, it's cheaper, But compared to the third method, which we are going to see next, it is still expensive. And now, if you see here, the n8 is up and running. To log into the n8n website, we just need to click on the admin UI. And here we can see the admin UI URL, and we need to open it in a new tab, and it will ask for the login email and the password. And we can use the same email which is provided on the dashboard, and we'll use the same password which is provided on the dashboard, and then we can sign in. Once we sign in, it will ask you for your basic information. We'll just fill it up quickly. We'll select automation agency over here, then we'll select business owner, and then we'll select myself. And the number of people will be less than 20. And our resource is YouTube. And then if you want the extra features, you can provide your email address and it will send you the license key to enable the extra features for n8n. As you can see, this is the n8n dashboard and it's all set up. And this is running through ls.io on a virtual VPS through Hetzner. Let's go to the settings to change the password. If you go to the security and click on change password, it will ask for the current password. And now we can give our own new password to change the password over here. Now the password is changed. Now, if you go to the dashboard, here we can create unlimited number of workflows. I mean, depending on the specification of the VM, but there is no restriction of the number of workflows as we have seen in the official n8n subscription. So this was method number 2. Let's go over to method number 3. Third method is to set up n8n using bring your own VM in ls.io. This is the most affordable and the most powerful option. Let's go to the ls.io website and search for n8n. And then if you go to this option over here, you can see the option of bring your own VM. This means that you can install n8n using any of your own cloud VPS. The condition is it has to be a maximum of 2 virtual CPU, maximum of 4 gigabytes RAM, and a maximum of 80 gigabytes hard disk. So what we are going to do is we are going to use Hetzner's VPS, which I think is the most value for money and budget friendly. So if you go to the plans in Hetzner, you can see that on the minimum plan, it provides 2 virtual CPU, 4 gigabytes RAM, and 40 gigabytes hard disk, which is within the range of what is required to run an n8n for free as per ls.io. So if you select this one, it will cost us only 3.79 euros per month. And that is a steal. Basically, you can run the n8 instance for 3.79 euros per month on your own VPS. Now let's see how we can install n8n on ls.io. First, we need to go to the Hetzner console after logging in, and then we have to create a new project n8n demo. After creating the n8n demo project, we have to go to create server. In the create server, we have to select Germany. And here we have to select Ubuntu 24.04 as it is mentioned on the ls.io website that we have to use Ubuntu 24.04. And after selecting that, we have to select x86 Intel. And for the plan, let's go with the minimum one. I know if you see here, it is costing us 4 euros and 51 cents per month. It is slightly higher than 3.79 it showed on the site. Still, it's very cheap. And here you leave the default options as it is. Here also, you can leave the default and leave everything as default, and this will be the name. We can change this to Ubuntu n8n server. Now, if you see here, it is costing us 4.51 euros per month for this configuration. We have selected the 2 CPU, 4 gigabytes RAM, and 40 gigabytes hard disk. And including the IPv4 cost, it is costing us 4.51 euros per month. Let's click on Create and Buy Now. And as you can see, the server is being created. It will be created in couple of minutes. Now you can see here the server has been created. If you go here, you can see the server configurations. Now what we have to do is, as mentioned here, we have to mention the provider name, Hetzner. For the region name, take the region name from here. And IPv4, we can get it from here. This is the IPv4 IP. Put it here. Now the next step is we have to copy this and paste it in the Hetzner VM. So let's copy from here and go here. To log into this console, you have to click here. It asks us for a login username and password. So to get the login username and password, the login username and ID, you can find it in our email. It is going to send us to our email. We can click here. It has given, and the user is the root, and the password is this one. So it won't allow you to copy paste the username and the password. You have to type it in. So let me just quickly type it in and get back to you. So here you type in the user root and the password is this password. Once you enter the password, it will ask you to enter the current password again, and then it will ask you to change the password. After you enter your current password again, it will ask you to set up your new password. We will set up as admin123. Admin123. So our new password is set up. This is how you log into the server. Now let's copy the command given by list.io. So here, if you go here and there is a copy button, if you just click here, it will copy the whole command. And then if you go to the Ubuntu console and paste the command here, okay, while pasting the command, we need to make sure we have all the commas and semicolons correctly. So if you see here, it hasn't copied the semicolon correctly. It is actually a colon. We'll go here and fix the colon here. So let's go here and update this, and let's check and compare if it's all correct. What we have copied. And here, if you see, there is a pipe symbol here, and here it has copied this line. So let's remove that. So if you enter the pipe symbol here, and if you press enter, it will copy over the script and execute the command. Now if we go back to the ls.io website and click on test my VM, it says successfully fetched VM data. That means this ls.io has connected to our personal VM, and it has got the specifications of our server. And as per the billing information, it is saying it is $0 per month. As you can see over here also, it is mentioning that it's only $0. So we don't need to pay for using ls.io. Click on next, and you can mention your own email address over here. It will send you the login details. Here you have to select the level PNE of support, because if you select level 2 or 3, you need to pay some extra monthly cost. It is going to deploy our service. Just make sure before you create your service, you have added your card payment details and you have added at least $10 to your account. This is a minimum requirement to create a service in ls.io. As you can see here, the service is being set up. Give it a few minutes to set up and install the n8n service. After a while, you can see the status of the service is running. If you open this, it will give you the credentials for the dashboard. So if you click on this admin UI, it will give all the details you need to log into the n8n console. Open here, it will ask you for the username and password. The email ID is here and you can copy from here, and the password is here. Just copy it. And then sign in. If you would like, you can provide your email ID for the additional paid features. And here we go. You now have an n8n setup here, which is being managed by ls.io, and it is being hosted on our personal VPS. Okay, so that's a self-hosted n8 on cloud using our own VPS. It's running at 4.51 euros per month, which is your cost. And the cost for running ls.io is nothing. It's free basically. That is the pros of using n8n on ls.io using bring your own VM in ls.io. So the cons are that it is slightly technical. As you can see, it is very slightly technical. The only thing you need to do is just copy the curl command from ls.io and paste it in the console of the server, and that's the only command we have to run it. The cost is less than, actually it's less than $5 per month. I hope you guys have understood the three methods to install and set up your own n8n. Let me know in the comments which method you are planning to use, or if you've already set up your n8n. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching.